on the channel, the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive NECA Cartoon Ninja Turtles, the Catwoman from Channel 6. Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Cartoon NECA Ninja Turtle unboxing and review. And today, we're taking a look at the San Diego Comic-Con 2021 exclusive Catwoman from Channel 6. And like I said, this was a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive that went up San Diego Comic-Con weekend on the NECA website for pre-order, and it has shipped just now. So if you have not gotten yours yet, it should be here any day, I would assume. I will tell you guys, though, if you missed out on this, you missed out on the pre-order, it is coming to your local Target stores. Probably around $150 price point, possibly more with inflation, but it should be in your Target stores within the next month or so, I would say. Now, the only difference from the pre-order version is some of the add-ins, exclusive items, and we'll talk about that. But we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We'll see where it goes from there. We'll do some comparisons with Vernon and April to the prior cartoon editions that we got from there. So let's start off, though, with the exclusive items with this one. Now, if you buy this at Target, you won't have these things. Is this worth the extra $25, $30? I'm not really sure it is. I kind of scratching my head a little bit. Why did I do this? But I did it, and you know, it is what it is. I guess I could always sell this stuff later if I really wanted to. But here's some of the add-in items. First off, we got a patch with this, a News Channel 6 patch. So if you want to put this on your backpack, a leather jacket, a denim jacket, something like that, you can. So there's that patch that came with this. Then we got this lanyard. Oh, I love a good lanyard. Makes me feel like the old days when I used to have to travel for meetings and stuff. You'd have big meetings, you'd wear a lanyard with your name and picture on it. Oh, the beauty days, the beauty days. 1987, April O'Neil, investigative reporter, press pass. So we got that from April there, a little press pass lanyard. Wear it around. You can cosplay as April O'Neil if you do that kind of stuff. Hey, you got a lanyard now. So that was part of the add-in items. And then, of course, we got the t-shirt. Now, I'm not a big t-shirt guy. I hate t-shirts. No, I actually love t-shirts, as you guys see on the channel. I got quite the t-shirt collection. I think I have like 1,000 t-shirts in my collection. And I bet about 70% of those are heavy metal shirts. But yeah, you get this one here. Does this do a lot for me? Absolutely not. Would I wear this? Absolutely not. I do like a good blue shirt out there. I just don't think this is for me. I don't know. It's the Turtle team. It's the Channel 6 team. A little of this, a little of that. I don't know. I get why they put it in there, but it's just not for me. Not for me, really. So that was part of it. Stick the landing there. So see you later. But so those were there. And then we got a poster, and it's been so long since I pre-ordered this. I can't even remember what's on this poster. So we're going to find out together what's going on here. Oh, it's just a poster of this. So I guess it's a backdrop. If you want to use this as a backdrop, you could put this on some board or something, some, you know, a hobby board or something like that if you really wanted to. And you could have your own kind of backdrop clean if you want, which is good for dioramas and displays. You guys know me. I'm a sucker for a display. I'm working hard on a new turtle display right now. And this is going to fit in there, but that might be something I hold on to. We'll see. I think that poster is something I may need. Press pass, the patch, the shirt. Yeah, I don't know. You guys tell me in the comments if that does anything for you. But what does a whole lot for me, though, is the 4-pack of figures. Much like the Turtles in Disguise, much like the Mutagen Tour 4-pack, another expensive 4-pack coming our way. And this is an interesting one. I don't know if this one's for everyone either. That's the other thing. So you got the Catwoman from Channel 6. There she is. There's the tower, all that kind of stuff. And then I like down at the bottom here, kind of guest starring. Can I get this without being too shiny in the light? But it's got the guest starring there. The Catwoman from Channel 6. You got Bern Thompson. You got Vernon Fenwick. Irma Langenstein. And friends. Don't forget those friends. So it does show what else is in the pack here. Very cool. On the side, you get the building. So there it is. Nice building. Same thing on the other side. And then the back, that's where some of the action happens. There kind of some scenes of the figures here, you know, promoting them, saying, oh, this is what these figures are, they can do. As usual with NECA, you get tons of extra heads, tons of accessories with these. Just really cool. And then we got the blurb down low here. Let's see what it says in this blurb. Includes April in the Catwoman from Channel 6, Irma, Bern, Vernon, 2 studio lights, 2 video cameras, a boom mic, headset, camera bag, bowl of turtle soup. Ah, turtle soup. Spoon, Hunky Reporter Photo, Tiffany Photo, Cat, Toy Mouse, Mutant Turtle Burn, Mutant Turtle Vernon, Alternative Blindfolded Vernon Head, Alternative Angry Burn Head, Interchangeable Were-Rat Irma Arms and Head, and Interchangeable Hands. Man, that's a lot of accessories in here for sure. There's a lot going on in this pack. And this is really cool. It has a slip cover case on it here, like so. So that is extra cool, I think, right there. And then you flip it over to the side, and look what you got there. It looks like a TV screen. You got April going on there. Happy Hour news. Oh, everybody loves a happy hour. We know how that goes. You got the Turtles logo there. Nothing on the bottom. Nothing on the top. Turtle UPCs, all that kind of stuff right down here. And then you get to the back, and more action adventure shots here. Look at that cross sell going on. You're just selling what's in this pack. So I like that. I like the little glamour shots, all that kind of fun stuff going on. Just awesome. Just awesome looking pack here. Very cool. A lot of money spent in the packaging on this one, as you can imagine. Then it folds out, so you got the floor for the newsroom floor right there, hardwood floors. And then you got the 4-pack. There they are. Look at that. All the accessories, all that kind of stuff. Nice window box. Very, very cool set. It almost pains me to open this stuff because you guys know at the heart I'm a mint-on card guy. That's how I started back in the day. When I really started collecting outside of playing, I was a mint-on card guy. Classic Superstars, mint-on card. It pains me, though. It pains me to open this up because I'd like to keep it on card. But, you know, there's only so much room. The rest of my turtles are open, so I have to do it. For science, I have to open up this pack. But there it is. There's a walkthrough of the packaging. Now I'm going to take it offline. As you guys know, there's a million twist ties and everything with these NECA figures. I'll get them all in the pack, and we're going to go through them one by one. All right, we're back, and we're out of the package. Got everything removed. As usual with these big deluxe NECA packages, tons of twist ties, tons of plastic, a lot of care tightening these guys in. They're not going anywhere in the package, so it took some time to unbox them, but I got them all out of there, and I figure we'll go through each figure individually. But first, I wanted to do the accessories and the cardboard backing. So we'll do the cardboard backing first. Much like the Turtles in Disguise, much like the Turtles Mutagen Tour packs, you get your own little diorama here. You got your floor, you got your ceiling, look at the lights up there. But it looks like a news studio. Very cool for figure photographers out there. Definitely something you want to keep out of this. I wish it was a little thicker, sturdier cardboard, much like on the bottom of the window box, how that's a much harder packaging, harder cardboard, I guess is what that is compared to paper here. I wish that was all like this. But, you know, beggars can't be choosers. It is what it is. It's a cool pack-in item. Just very, very cool. So I wanted to point this out, show this off. I really do like that stuff. It'd be great if I had a shelf that was exactly that size. You build that office, newsroom. How cool would that be? But anyways, so you got that. That can be your stage, your setup. That's the basis of your set right there. But then you move into some of the accessories. I figured let's do some of these camera accessories first. Now we got two of each one. They're identical. They're the exact same. So we got two cameras here, old school news cameras from back in the day, obviously from the camera from the cartoon Ninja Turtles. So there it is, Channel 6 logos on it. Just really, really cool here. A lot that moves and a lot that does not move. So you got the handheld kind of, I don't know what you call this thing, pump or whatever, moves on the side here. Camera goes up and down, does not go side to side. This does not pump anything up or anything, but it can be moved down here, the handle. You do have a plug-in, which is a really cool feature here. It isn't plugged into anything, obviously, but it'd be cool if there was a way to plug it into something just to kind of show that feature, but it gets the point across to what this is. Nothing on the screen here. I think it would be cool if they would have had a little picture on the screen maybe, but once again, it is what it is. But very cool accessories here, and I could see somebody getting use out of this in some other lines out there with some of those figure photographers. But very, very cool. It looks like a cartoon news camera. And you get two of these, one for each side of on your display there. After that, you do get lights. Once again, you get that cord here with the electrical cord, and then you get lights. The lights move. You can move them any which way you want. Not a lot else besides that. I mean, they're a little fragile, so you got to be careful with them. But I think it's just a really cool pack-in accessory. I don't know if anybody would have flipped out and said, oh, I didn't get the cameras and the lights. I think it just feels like a freebie thrown in, to me at least. I don't know about you guys out there. But very cool to get these two lights with the two cameras. So I wanted to point those out. I'll put those off to the sides. We'll need some more room for the figures here. But then we got more accessories. We got a boom mic, old school boom mic right there. It does have a little bit of articulation to it. And then you get a little... I guess it's the sound recorder is what they put in here. Back in the day, it's basically a purse, though. It does open up. I'm not sure exactly what you would put in there, but it can be opened if you want. But you wear this around your arm. You hold this boom mic up. you're in business. So really completing a lot of those newsroom accessories with that stuff. Then you get to some more regular accessories here. And one really cool one here is an old rotary phone. Man, it's so funny. You just don't see phones like this anymore. And it can come off the handle, stuff like that. Once again, fig photographers will love something like this. This phone, you put it on a desk, you dial, old school rotary dial. Just a really cool old school phone that could get a lot of uses from collectors out there. So we got that. And then we got some animals. Yes, animals. And we got a mouse here, a wind-up mouse. Very cool. It's got the little wind-up at the top. Very small. I'd be a little nervous to lose some of these accessories as they're very small. But you get this mouse here, like I said. Then you get a cat. Obviously, a big part of the Catwoman story. The head is articulated. The tail is not, the legs are not, but it is cool. It is a cat, so you could just a regular cat. And once again, you could use this in different things if you wanted to, but obviously a big part of the Catwoman story there, we get the cat, so that is cool. Then you get Vern and Burn, and you get their turtles, their turtle identities. So we've seen small turtles in the past between the NECA lines before, but now we get Burn and Vern. Burn and Vern, this sounds kind of weird, but they're miniature turtle selves here, so that is... once again, another cool pack-in accessory we got going. Then we get the news anchor and actress? No, not actress. The news anchors right here. You get both their little pictures that sit on the desk. Tongue-in-cheek little thing. It's kind of funny. Will we see figures of these eventually? Who knows? You never know. Probably not, though. But very cool. Once again, you could replace this. You could get creative, put some different pictures in here. You could use this for something else if you really wanted to. And then you get the turtle soup bowl. Everybody loves a good bowl of turtle soup, don't they? I don't think I've ever had turtle soup, but there it is, green in a bowl, and it does come with a small spoon. So you can do a lot with this. You got a lot of cool accessories with this pack for sure. So between the backdrop, the studio stuff, and then all these cool accessories, man, they killed it with the accessories. We still got more accessories to come as we have accessories with each figure on top of that. So let's kick it off. Let's start it off, and let's start with the Catwoman, huh? Let's start with April O'Neil. Now, April here, when this set was announced, originally I thought maybe we'd get an extra head, as there was a lot of gripes with the prior April O'Neil. If you got that one a couple years ago, very hard to find now. A lot of people have been screaming for a re-release because the April head a little bit too big, just doesn't look the best. So I did assume, that was my gut telling me we would get an extra head to kind of make good on that old April. Not the case. April has the least amount of accessories of anybody in this set, really, if you think about it. She doesn't have extra hands, does not have an extra head. We got just April with the Catwoman head. So it does fill a niche in your collection here, this version of April, but I know there's a lot of collectors that missed out on the prior April and collectors that want an updated April head. Maybe in the future, I mean, they got to dangle those carrots. We're getting pretty deep in the NECA line, cartoon line right now. It might be time for them to re-release a new April fairly soon, maybe with a Casey Jones once again. We'll see. But this April is pretty cool. It is a very mustardy yellow. I don't know if I would say, it's too early to tell, is this the worst one in the line? But to me, this one feels almost like this was painted at somebody's house. It's just kind of the coloring just looks a little bit off. Like they put the yellow over a black and the black shines through a little bit. Like it needs maybe an extra coat of paint or something. It's an okay figure. It looks like it's not totally done yet, or it looks almost like an arts and craft project. And that might be a little harsh there, but that's just kind of what I think there. She does have the typical articulation. You got the elbows, you got the knees, of course. As we know, these are a little bit fragile out there, and then when you move the joints for the first time, you're always scared they might break on you, and you're always knowing there's going to be some paint chipping, and I got a little bit of that with her. But yeah, the joints, if you're worried about that, like I should be more worried than I am, you should probably heat these joints up a little bit before you get moving. But you do got the wrists that rotate. You got the cat-like, kind of claw-like, you know, the ferocious cat hands. Arr, arr, there it is, you know. And then she does have a very good face on her. You know it's April. If you saw that episode of the cartoon, it's a very famous one. And like I said in other Turtle reviews, it's been so long since I've watched the cartoon Ninja Turtle episodes. One of these days I'm going to go back. I have the DVD. It's still unopened. I'm going to go through and I'm going to watch every single episode. It's time. It's been like 25 years. But this is one of those episodes that sticks out. Obviously, I don't have all the details in my brain, but I do remember, and it does look a lot like April. The purple cat collar, I almost said dog collar, really, you know, helps add some different color to this figure. Cuts it off, makes the neck look a little bit better. It hides that crunch of the head. We don't get a lot of head movement in there, but there is a little bit that you can do. Articulation wise, this one does feel a little tense. The legs are a little froggy. but it is a little tense in the articulation, a little tight there, a little scary. You never know if you're going to break something. Nothing worse than breaking an expensive pack, an expensive figure. NECA's not going to help you out with that. But yeah, but then you get down to the tail here, and the tail is like a bendy, so you can move it around, you can twist it, it's like a bendum. There you go. So that is a neat feature. They could have just gave us a plain Jane tail. Instead, they gave one that we can move around, and you can choose your own adventure with that one, how you want to do it. So I like that. The bright orange hair, you got the cat ears coming out. I mean, it just looks like April from If She Was a Cat in the Catwoman episode. So I think it gets where it wants to. I just think it could have been a little cleaner in the paint applications out there. And then you put that against that April that I was talking about earlier. This is the first one. I always felt the head was a hair big on this one, just a little too tall, but a lot of reuse. A little lighter on the yellow here, a little bit more mustardy color here. And that's a good point of difference there. And I guess you could probably swap things back and forth if you really wanted to. I'm guessing the hands and heads, you could, heat them up, boil them up, whatever you want to do. If you wanted to move back and forth, you could do some of that. I am not, but it is a lot of reuse, and it's pretty much the exact same figure with a different head. I always feel like they need to re-release this April with this size of head. This looks a lot better than this big kind of bowling ball on top of this one. That's where I sit, but that's April. She's the least amount of accessory ones in the pack, like I said. But let's move on to the other characters. All right, next up is Vernon, and we got Vernon not too long ago, maybe a year ago now at this point, I guess, with the Rat King, a very, very solid 2-pack out there. I remember I had to buy 2 of those packs because I wanted to use Vernon, both of his looks separately, and now I'm going to have 3 Vernon figures in my collection. It's just absolutely insane if you think about it. Being not a major player to have 3 character versions of him in my collection, but here we are, 2021, COVID times. You never know what might happen in your NECA Ninja Turtle collection out there. But Vernon, this is a nice one. I liked this Vernon before, and I like this one now. Obviously, tons of reuse from the last one. I got this one right here, as you can see. The exact same figure across the board. I wanted to say that, but it is the same mold, but different painting. If you look at this old one here, you've got more of a gray tie where you got a blue tie on the new one. You got more of a bright pink on this one, a duller salmon on this one. Different heads, that's a big one, of course. Different pointing fingers going on. And then more of a dark blue pant here and a light blue pant here. So it's not an easy re-release. They really could have done that. They could have really, I don't want to say cheapened out, but they could have just released the same figure with a different head and said call it good, but they at least added some stuff to it. We also had a camera with this version of Vernon. So there's enough differences to be dangerous on this one, and I do appreciate that. But now I'm a bit torn here. Do you use this Vernon head? I like this head on this one. It is a worried look. It looks really good. Or do you use the blindfolded, almost Rambo inspired, but blindfolded one instead for the head sculpt? I'm not sure. I am torn. I'm going to have to think about that. I might go back and forth. I'm not exactly sure. But when you look at my other review of Rat King Vernon in the past, a lot of that same stuff applies. But I truly do, as minute as of a character as Vernon is, I guess. I mean, he's definitely not a major star. I really do like this figure. I liked it before. I still like it now. And I like it even more that I know there's a lot more differences than I assumed there were when I put these two together. It's just pretty nice. So I just got to choose which head I'm going to use, how I'm going to use Vernon. He does come with 2 extra hands here if you have need. I mean, we've talked hands before. And then he does come with a headset as well. So really good for Vernon. He could be running the boom mic. He can do all kinds of stuff. But Vernon, another Channel 6 staple. Return to the line, I guess. Now we got to talk about the other 2 in here. And these 2 are first time in the Ninja Turtle cartoon line. So these are ones I viewed as the big selling point of this pack. But let's take a look at them next. All right, next up we've got Irma here. And I should make a mention too. I tried to put all of these figures on ringside collectible stands. My favorite stands, as you guys know, use discount code Kyle, save 10% as usual. But I tried to put them on the stands. None of them fit. So FYI out there if you're wondering that. I already gave it the test because I was going to have them all standing here together on the stands. It didn't pan out. So unfortunately, no stands for these. You'd have to use NECA stands or something else. But Irma here. Irma, another one a lot like Vernon, a bit player, but in a lot of episodes over the years. So I could see her getting her due in this line. And I could almost see Byrne, who we're going to look at next. I always figured maybe her and Byrne would be a 2-pack to target one of these days. And I guess, hey, we've seen the other 2 in packs before. Maybe we'll see those 2 in packs in the future. I'm not exactly sure, but I know some people probably do not like paying as much money for this line for 2 of these figures here. But, you know, it is what it is. is. It's you know, it's a business at the end of the day. I guess what can I tell you out there? But Irma is a good one. I'm glad we're getting that one. And first thing, I guess we'll look at this accessory of Irma. Much like Vernon with his rat head or whatever, we get the Irma version here. Very cool. Looks just like from the cartoon. I love that the mouth can be opened and closed just like Vernon was with his pack with the Rat King. The glasses are great on here. They are not removable glasses. I thought the ponytail turned. It does not. But it is a cool head for her right here. So nice pack in there. And then, of course, just like Vernon as well, you get the 2 extra arms. The Rat King kind of arms going on there. It's got the watch. A lot of detail on these. A very cool accessory there for her. And then you get just plain Jane hands. If you needed extra hands for her, you want to have different hands going on, you can do that. So then you get down to the figure. And gosh, this is one that tears you up because part of me says I need 2 of these packs because I can use one for Vernon with another look. So I'll have 4 Vernons in my collection, which is absolutely insane. But then I want a regular Irma, but I also want the Were-Rat Irma version as well. It makes you torn. I really would like 2 of this figure. I just don't think that's in the cards. I'm not sure if I'm going to shell out that much money, but I guess I could always sell Burn. Burn would probably go for a lot on his own, people that don't have him. And then the April I'm sure could. So I could probably break even on it if I wanted to, but it's just a lot of work. You guys know how that goes. But this Irma, I think right now my gut tells me I have to go with the classic Irma look. It just makes the most sense to me. But a very, very small cartoon NECA Ninja Turtle figure. She is very small. Articulation-wise, maybe one of the least articulated figures we've got in the cartoon line is she does have this nice purple dress on her, but it limits her leg articulation. She does not really have any movement to her legs at all. Her ankles do move, of course. She does have knee articulation, but all the articulation is really all for naught because you can't do anything with it. So I don't know, depends how you sit with her on that one. Then her, of course, her wrists move, all that kind of stuff. Her watch is a separate piece. It is not molded on, so it can be removed, put on, put off. I do think that is a pretty cool touch there. Then you got the elbow articulation, no double joint, anything like that. She's got a great facial feature on her, very worried. Very similar hairdo to the other one we showed with the rat head. Same with the glasses, everything else. But it looks just like Irma. It looks like she walked right off the TV screen. And it is a deep cut character, but it's one I'm glad they were going to finally have out for all of us, at least a chance to purchase. And like I said, my gut told me her and Burn would be a 2-pack eventually. It's just interesting they went with this news route. So I don't know. We'll see how that pays off for them in the long run. Maybe they got something else up their sleeve, another plan to get her out there, because I think there's enough people that need her that won't buy this set. I don't know. There's something there. I just can't put my finger on what they would do. If you know, maybe put it in the comments down below. But there's Irma, a very, very solid figure. I don't know about must-have, but must-have for me. I'll put it that way. So now we turn our attention to old Burn, the newsroom director, all that kind of fun stuff. So he comes with 2 extra sets of hands here. I'm not going to go through these hands. Hands are hands. We've seen them. They plug in, they plug out. You guys understand how hands work. But then we get 2 heads for him. And it really is his 2 looks here. The one on him is kind of the over crazy, screaming, yelling, as you'd imagine a newsroom boss doing, like a young Ed Asner out there, or a young J. Jonah Jameson. We know how those newsroom guys go. They all die of heart attacks. Their ties are always disheveled. They're always looking for that next big story. That's just the way newsrooms go back in the day, and probably today. I don't know. Is there newsrooms really like there used to be? I guess there is, but it's quite a difference from the 80s, 70s, even 60s newsrooms, I'm sure. But you get him there. A smaller figure, but a squatty figure. He's a bigger, chunkier figure, but short, of course. Like I said, we do get the extra head. I like that we get crazy head, and then we get smirking head. Really his 2 looks. And choose your own adventure, as we always say on the channel. Choose which head sculpt you want to use. I'm not sure which direction I'm going to go there. But once again, a solid figure here. I like the looks of him here. It's just kind of funny. His face sculpts just kind of cracks me up. I don't know why. But you got the elbow articulation. You got knee articulations. He's got waist articulation. The head removable, moves around, of course. Then the ankles. You like the fist on him. It's funny that a newsman gets a fist, but wrestling figures can't get a fist. What's wrong with this picture here? But I do like that. I like the coloring. It looks like the NECA cartoon colors, of course. Nice shadings on the blue. Nice blue shirt. Really an 80s working man outfit right here is what this looks like. But You know, I don't know. Some people have a lot of nostalgia for the news team. I'm not sure. I don't say I have nostalgia for it, but I knew they were characters we would get eventually. I'm happy we got them. You're really fleshing out that turtle universe, that turtle world. It's just getting really deeper and deeper every single day. Getting a lot deeper with some of the villain packs we got coming supposedly in Q4 2021. So I would assume in the next month or so with Anthrax and Scumbug and some of those really deep cuts guys out there. It's really getting interesting, and I know a lot of people are getting out of the game or say they got who they want already, but others like me, we're in it for the long haul. I'm going to see this all the way through. I can't wait for when the day is all said and done and what the display will look like of all these. I think that's a lot of the fun in some of these, but they all stand very well without stands even. I think the Catwoman April here is going to be the challenge to stand, and that's what I'm seeing right now. She's got those thin legs, but there we go. It can be done. It can be done. You don't always need a stand. I always like a stand just for some extra security, but it can be done without. But there it is, the news team. A very, very interesting set. My verdict here is definitely a must-have for me because you guys know I'm a completist, and I like these, and I thought these two in the middle here, I figured they'd be of their own two-pack. Did not happen. They put them in here. A good way to make people spend money. Saving a lot of money on these two is basically re-releases with some new paint and new heads. That was the only changes there. Getting people to spend that extra money. If I had to do it all over again, I don't think I would have got the shirt, the press pass, the poster, and stuff like that. Doesn't really do a lot for me. That's something I might sell, and maybe I'll make my money back off that stuff. I don't know. At least I'll get some money out because I'm just not going to be wearing that shirt or any of that. But then, yeah, besides that, I think a solid pack. I love the packaging for it. Beautiful package. I love that you can pull it out, have your own diorama of the newsroom. I think that is something that doesn't get shouted about enough from people in the community, that how cool that is to give us that, because you can go to places and you can get that stuff made and it's going to cost you a pretty penny. That's a free pack in with the collection. I mean, they could just give you a generic newsroom background or turtle background or something, but it is very detailed and I like the looks of it. So that is a slam dunk. All in all, $150, let's call it, somewhere around that, maybe a little bit more than that, and we'll see what it is at Target retail. I think it's going to be right around there. It's worth it to me. I'm not sure this is worth it for everybody out there because a lot of people maybe don't want these two. A lot of people might be mad saying, I'm spending $150 for just two characters. I'll wait for their eventual two-pack, and I don't know when it would happen. I don't think anytime soon. But I wouldn't be shocked if in like 2 years you don't see these two re-released. Maybe with a different head or a little different paint, kind of like Vernon. We got a little bit of paint change. It looks the same, but it is actually different. I could see them doing that with these two down the line as things get down to it. I mean, there's only so many characters they can make. I could see them cashing in and getting a two-pack of these. So for you long game players out there, I don't know. You tell me, is it worth the wait? You guys let me know in the comments. Is it worth the wait? Is this a pack you wanted to pick up? Did you pick it up? Let me know. Are you waiting for Target? You just let me know in the comments, and make sure you like this video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Follow me on social media, SirPaul64 on Twitter, Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson, of course, ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. Pick up a shirt. Turtle Anxiety shirt is my recommendation if you're watching this video. So there it is, the San Diego Comic-Con 2021 exclusive. Catwoman from Channel 6, NECA Cartoon Ninja Turtles. I am Kyle. I will see you guys all real soon.